Hey everyone, Fast Eddie here. This is going to be a video of an exercise you could do, especially if you're a beginner rider, but anybody could do this. It's to get you more comfortable with your bike. So if I'm coming up to a stop sign, so I'm rolling off the throttle, I'm slowing down with both brakes, I pull in the clutch, I go back to first gear. So whenever I come to a stop, I'm using the rear brake to push down to actually stop the bike. I have the clutch pulled in, but I'm not using the front brake like the last 2 feet before I stop. And you get to the point where you rely only on your rear brake to stop the bike at the stop sign, only put your left foot down, you can actually let go of your right hand if you want to. Because especially if you're on a hill, you use your rear brake to stop, and you want your right hand to be free so you're not doing the brake, the throttle, and the clutch at the same time. That's 3 things with your hands. So you might as well use your rear brake to stop the bike, and then just use the throttle and the clutch, so once you're ready to go, it could be ready to go, and then just release the rear brake and you can take off. So I highly suggest go to a parking lot and just practice doing this back and forth. You're gonna come to a stop, you're pulling the clutch, you're gonna slow down with the rear brake and stop only with the rear brake, keeping your right foot on the peg. You raise your left hand as you're stopping just to demonstrate that you're not using it, and then you put your left foot off the bike. So you could do exactly what I want to do just to practice, and it just builds your confidence with the balance of the bike. If you think it might tip over, it'll teach you to keep the bike up straight up and down. It'll teach you to keep your eyes up when you're stopping, because if you look down, you most likely tip down. There's a lot of benefits for doing this, especially if you're a new rider. It will just get you more comfortable with the bike and more comfortable whenever you're going through stop signs or stoplights, to know you don't have to use the front brake all the way down to the very, very last couple feet of the stop. You can use the rear brake to stop. Now if you're going 50 and the light turns yellow and you have to stop, of course use both brakes to stop. I'm just saying at the last couple feet as you're coming to a stop, you can ease off the front brake, just use your rear brake to stop, left foot down only, and get used to doing that. Especially if you're a shorter rider, only one foot needs to be down in the first place. So I'll demonstrate first going that way 3 or 4 times, I'll turn around, I'll come back, just to show you what I'm talking about. So while you're doing this, it just gets you comfortable relying on the rear brake to slow you down and stop you. One foot is flat on the ground, so I can't get both feet flat, so I want to have one foot at least flat on the ground so I'm really stable. Lean the bike slightly to the left, because that's when my foot is down. I'm on the rear brake. Now my hands are free, I just have the clutch pulled in. Once I'm ready to go at the stop sign, I can just go. I don't have to worry about doing anything with the front brake and modulating those 2 things at the same time. It's kind of difficult. So you can forget about the front brake. As you're at a stop sign, hold it down. Once you're ready to go, give a little bit of throttle, ease out the clutch, and then release the rear brake and you can take off. But what I just did right there, you only have 2 things out of your 4 limbs on the bike. You're pulling in the clutch, you downshift if you need to, take your hand off, take your left foot off, and only stop with the rear brake. It'll teach you to look forward, be comfortable with your bike balancing it. It's a really good drill to practice, especially if you're new. Do this 10 times one direction, 10 times back. Do that for an hour once a week and you're gonna be very comfortable very quickly. Let me know what you think. Go try it out, see if it's easy as it looks, and don't forget to subscribe, share the videos with others, and I'll see you next time.